The Lakers have locked in their spot in the playoffs, but they didn't do it quietly. This win was personal, especially for Luka Doncic. After getting traded, Luka came into this game with a chip on his shoulder and dropped 45 points on the Mavericks. He didn't just play well, he made a clear statement. He was locked in from the start, taking over the game and letting his performance speak for itself. The matchup had real tension. You could see it on Luka's face before the game even started. This wasn't just another night on the schedule. It was his chance to answer back. Every time he touched the ball, he attacked, scored, or created a play. The Mavericks couldn't slow him down, and the Lakers rode that wave all the way to a big win. This game wasn't just about stats, it was about sending a message. Luka showed everyone that trading him was a huge mistake. He played smart, stayed focused, and controlled the game. Now that the Lakers are playoff bound, the question is, how did Luka actually break down the Mavs' defense that easily? Let's look at how he got those 45 points on the board. Subscribe now, because real fans never miss a moment. From the opening minutes, Luka had a plan. Find the weak spots and attack. He kept going after the same mismatch again and again, using simple but smart moves. Whether it was a slower big man or a defender out of position, Luka knew exactly where to go. He used screens to create space, stayed patient, and picked his moments. It wasn't flashy, but it was effective. What made it more impressive was how easy he made it look. Luka isn't the quickest player on the floor, but he understands timing better than most. He kept defenders on his hip, took his time in the paint, and made clean finishes. When one-on-one didn't work, he'd draw help and spin off it like he had all the time in the world. He controlled the pace and forced the defense to react to him, not the other way around. And the best part, he didn't waste energy. Every drive had a purpose. Every shot was well timed. Luka didn't just score. He picked the Mavericks apart, one play at a time. The Mavericks looked frustrated, and it was clear they had no real answer for him. Now let's talk about the other thing that made Luka dangerous in this game, his passing. Luka didn't just score, he made everyone around him better. His passes weren't just good, they were perfectly timed and landed right where his teammates needed them. He saw the court like a veteran quarterback, spotting open shooters before the defense even knew they were open. One of his passes even went under a defender's arm, landing right in Rui Hachimura's hands for a clean three. It was the kind of play that makes you pause and rewind. What sets Luka apart is how quickly he reads the defense. He doesn't panic under pressure. When he drives and draws extra defenders, he doesn't force a bad shot. Instead, he finds the open man. He's always one step ahead, thinking about the next move before the play even unfolds. That's why his teammates trust him. They know he'll make the right decision. It's not just about flash, it's about control. Luka knew the Mavericks would crowd him, so he used that to open up shots for others. And the Lakers made those chances count. Every pass was part of a bigger plan. That connection between Luka and his teammates was a big reason why this game stayed in their hands. Now let's look at how coaching helped set the stage for all of this. JJ Redick deserves a lot of credit for this win. His game plan was simple but sharp. Keep finding the mismatch and let Luka go to work. He set up plays that opened the floor and gave Luka the space he needed. Screens, handoffs, and smart movement kept the defense guessing. The best part? When something worked, Redick ran it again and again until the Mavericks finally caught on. That kind of trust between coach and player showed throughout the game. Redick didn't overcomplicate things. He stuck to what was working. He read the flow of the game and adjusted without losing momentum. His plays weren't just built for one basket. They created rhythm and helped the Lakers build a steady lead. It's clear the team has bought into Redick's style. The players moved with purpose, set hard screens, and knew where to be. Luka had all the tools he needed, and the coach made sure those tools were in the right spots at the right time. With that kind of support, it's no surprise the Lakers looked so locked in, but Luka wasn't the only one making noise. Other players stepped up too in some big ways. While Luka led the charge, the role players didn't stay quiet. Austin Reeves had one of the most surprising moments of the night. A huge putback dunk that caught everyone off guard. Plays like that bring energy, and you could see it light a spark on the Lakers bench. It wasn't just about scoring, it was about effort and hustle at the right time. Rui Hachimura and Dorian Finney-Smith also played their part. They moved well off the ball and gave Luka solid options to pass to. Even when shots didn't fall, they stayed active, setting screens, grabbing boards, and defending without slowing down. The chemistry was clear, and everyone knew their role in the bigger plan. Those little plays added up. A rebound here here, a block there. It all helped keep momentum on the Lakers' side. Every time the Mavericks tried to make a push, someone stepped up to stop the run. That support made Luka's job easier and helped the Lakers stay in control. But when the game got tight in the fourth, it was LeBron James who showed up in a big way. When the game reached the fourth quarter, LeBron James took charge. He knew it was time to close things out, and he didn't waste a second. First, he broke down Daniel Gafford with a strong move, dropped him to the floor, and finished the play through contact with his left hand. That basket set the tone. LeBron wasn't letting this one slip away. He kept attacking. On another play, he spun quickly along the baseline, caught Gafford off balance again, and finished strong despite the foul. These were the kind of moments that reminded everyone watching why LeBron is still one of the best in the league. He didn't need to say anything. His actions on the court did all the talking. Each play felt like a response to pressure. The Mavericks were pushing to stay in the game, but LeBron kept pushing back harder. He controlled the pace, hit big shots, and made the right choices when it mattered most. But scoring wasn't the only thing he did right. His movement without the ball and effort on rebounds also made a huge difference. Let's look at that next. Even when the ball wasn't in his hands, LeBron stayed locked in. He timed his cuts perfectly, slipping behind defenders and finishing easy baskets at the rim. One play stood out when he caught the defense sleeping, cut into the paint right on cue, and scored off a quick pass from a teammate. It wasn't flashy, it was smart, and it worked. LeBron also battled hard on the glass. Despite the Lakers playing a back-to-back game, he showed no signs of slowing down. He boxed out two Mavericks players to grab an offensive rebound, then scored off the second chance. Those kinds of extra efforts are what separate good players from great ones. LeBron never takes a playoff when the game's on the line. His hustle set the tone for the team. The younger guys followed his lead, crashing the boards and staying active on defense. Even in tight moments, the Lakers looked fresh and focused. But as good as LeBron was, the spotlight wasn't only on him. The final minutes brought more fireworks, and Luka made sure to leave his mark one last time. Even when the ball wasn't in his hands, LeBron stayed locked in. He timed his cuts perfectly, slipping behind defenders and finishing easy baskets at the rim. One play stood out when he caught the defense sleeping, cut into the paint right on cue, and scored off a quick pass from a teammate. It wasn't flashy, it was smart, and it worked. LeBron also battled hard on the glass. Despite the Lakers playing a back-to-back game, he showed no signs of slowing down. He boxed out two Mavericks players to grab an offensive rebound, then scored off the second chance. Those kinds of extra efforts are what separate good players from great ones. LeBron never takes a playoff when the game's on the line. His hustle set the tone for the team. The younger guys followed his lead, crashing the boards and staying active on defense. Even in tight moments, the Lakers looked fresh and focused. But as good as LeBron was, the spotlight wasn't only on him. The final minutes brought more fireworks, and Luka made sure to leave his mark one last time. As the final buzzer sounded, the Lakers bench turned into a celebration. Players were smiling, fans were chanting, and the message was clear. This win meant more than just another game. Luka Doncic couldn't hide his joy. After all the talk and the trade, he delivered when it mattered most. Even the crowd had something to say, shouting "Fire Nico" in frustration over the Mavericks' decision to let Luka go. But Luka didn't just win the game, he made history. He became the fastest player in Lakers history to reach 750 points, 200 rebounds, and 200 assists in a single season. That's not just impressive, it's elite company. The numbers back up what everyone saw on the court. Luka is a force, and he's only getting better. His stat line looked unreal, but every bit of it was earned through smart, steady play. The best part? This is just the beginning. With the Lakers now locked into the playoffs, the real question is, how deep can this team go? They have leadership, depth, and two stars who know how to take over when it counts. If they keep playing like this, they won't just be in the playoffs, they'll be a problem.